All right. So, real sad news. The Super Falcons of Nigeria have come to the end of the road after crashing out of the FIFA Women's World Cup at the round of 16 stage. The team went 120 minutes against England, but fell at the final hurdle, which happened to be the penalty shootout. Before we get into more details about the match, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much. So yeah, the Super Falcons of Nigeria are out of the FIFA Women's World Cup. Real painful situation because I felt like the team had all the chances to get the job done. I felt like they played a good match. They did some good things, but at the end of the day, if you don't take your chances, if you don't put a team away, you always leave the door open for heartbreak, and that's what happened in this situation right here. Both teams played a goalless draw in the first 90 minutes, and even all the way to 120 minutes, it was a goalless draw. Then you get into the penalty shootout, and England scored 4 of their penalties while we only scored 2. Now, when it comes to the game, I definitely don't feel there's much to be ashamed about when you're talking about the Super Falcons. I felt like they came out and did a good job from the beginning. Some good pressing by the team. I mean, in their other matches, it wasn't looking like they were pressing like they did in this match, so that was real nice. We had the big chances. The Michelle Alozie header in the 13th minute, 14th minute, Ifeoma Onumonu puts a nice ball in. Then you have the double chance by Ashley Plumpton crashing into the crossbar, then also forcing the goalkeeper into a save. That was like back to back. Then you had the penalty shot, which was just plain criminal by the referee. And for me, the referee was completely trash because you look at the penalty, it was nothing in it. Yes, she had her arm on her shoulder, but it was nothing in it. And she just blew the penalty. You go down to the extra time and look at what happened to Michelle Alozie. Completely bulldozed from the back, and the idiotic referee just refused to look at that situation. I mean, you look at what she gave, and you look at the extra time, the added time or whatever penalty that she didn't give to Michelle Alozie. You could just tell what it's about here. We can all see what it's about. I mean, we are to blame because we didn't take our chances, but I mean, if you watch the match, it's just ridiculous. It's not about making mistakes. You don't want the African teams to do anything good in this competition. From the start of the match, back-to-back calls, players are not allowed to use strength. I mean, you even go back before the match and you have English players saying that we're real aggressive, just trying to use the media against us, and it's just ridiculous. The FIFA Women's World Cup, for the most part, is just a prejudice game. It's a game that is not set up for the African players to shine in. They don't want any African players shining. That's my opinion on that situation. You go to the second half, Uchenna Kanu crashes into the crossbar, a header. She was doing a nice work in the box. I mean, she was dominating in the air. She got another chance where she put a ball across. Nobody could get that telling touch. Then in the 72nd minute, a free header. She heads wide off target. You also had a good free header for England that was off target. Then the 84th minute, that was the big moment of the match. Lauren James gets the red card for stamping on Michelle Alozie. And you look at the referee, she gave a yellow card for that situation. If you saw her stamp on her from the beginning, why do you need VAR to tell you that you need to give a red card? I mean, it was really clear as day. You know she was frustrated from Halimatu Ayinde putting her in the pocket. This is a player that everybody was talking about all day before the match. Halimatu Ayinde had her in the pocket for the whole match. Then she tried to take it out on Michelle Alozie. Yes, Michelle Alozie was a little bit slick. She did hold her back when she was trying to run a little bit. Then she steps on Michelle Alozie, clear red card, but the referee was trying to, dance around the fact. She ended up having to give that. That's 2 calls that she was forced to change in the match. Then you go to the 93rd minute of the match. I had spoken about this earlier, the Michelle Alozie penalty. The player just completely barged into her from behind. Clear penalty. VAR did not even look at it. This is just shameful from FIFA. VAR did not look at that situation. It was a clear pen and it wasn't given. Then you go to the 98th minute, Michelle Alozie right in front of goal, plays it wide, a poor attempt by her. And I felt like that right there should have let the coach know that she shouldn't have been taking a penalty. because that's right in front of goal and she played it wide. She just didn't have a bearing right at the moment. The only true chance England had was around the 118th minute, right before the match ended. A set piece, a header comes in, and the player almost gets the touch, the last touch before it goes out for a goal kick, but she could not get the right touch. It goes out for a goal kick, and that was that. Then right at the death, you got Rashida Tajibade with a nice run, making it forward, gets the ball in the box, but at the end, nothing really came out of that, and the match went into the penalty shootout. Now, England missed their first penalty of the shootout, and it looked like the Super Falcons had something going on. We had Desire Parnose coming up for the next penalty, and crazily enough, she misses her penalty. I was sure that Desire Parnose was going to score, but when you think about it, she didn't even take a shot the whole game, so you wonder if she needed like 1 or 2 chances at that. Then you got the next miss, which was Michelle Aloze's miss. A horrible miss, to be honest. Blazed it way over the bar, and that, in fact, both misses were horrible. Let's keep it real. She blazed it over the bar. That was that. And we scored a couple of penalties. Rashida Tajibade scored, Christy Uchebe scored, but at the end, it just wasn't enough. England gets the win. They win the penalty shootout 4-2, and they move on to the quarterfinals of the FIFA Women's World Cup. Now, honestly, this is a defeat that will really hurt, because I felt like this team had what it takes to make it far in this competition, and it's just sad that they go out like this. I talked about the moral victories. Yes, you got the moral victory that you did a good job in this competition. You really get a lot of credit if you're the Super Falcons and their staff for what they did in this competition. Don't forget they didn't have any friendly matches. Don't forget that their preparation was not good enough. But at the end of the day, they did a good job. They came all the way here. They fought, and it just didn't work out. So yeah, Super Falcons of Nigeria crash out of the FIFA Women's World Cup at the round of 16. This is after losing to the Lionesses of England in a penalty shootout. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.